Hi everyone, I'm on the Norfolk coast today. I was planning to go into the Norfolk Broads, which is very close to where we are, but the light's a bit too flat for that. I was hoping for a windmill, a sunset behind the windmill later on in the day, but I think we've got cloud for the whole day, which means we've got soft, fairly flat lighting, which is ideal conditions actually for moving water. You can see I've got moving water in the background behind me, and if you look, we've got a really nice diamond shaped rock, so that's going to form the basis of my composition. Triangles and diamonds are really strong compositionally. And then what we're going to do, or what I'm going to do, is use a slow shutter speed, so I've got movement around that rock, so it adds a bit of energy. And I love this sort of photography, it's really interesting, so even when the light's quite flat, we can get some great pictures. So I'm going to shoot with probably a fairly long shutter speed to start with, about a 30-second exposure, and then I'm going to shoot with a slightly faster shutter speed, about a 4-second exposure, and that will give us a really different feel to our photography. So the first one with the very long exposure, that will be really milky and really blurry. The 4-second exposure will have a little bit more texture. So in order to get these longer exposures, even though the lights are quite flat, we're going to need to use a neutral density filter. So for the first one, where I want a 30-second exposure, I'm going to use a big stopper. This is a 10-stop ND filter, so it blocks out a lot of light. And this is going to screw on the front of the lens. And then when I do the 4-second exposure, I'll be using a slightly less dense neutral density filter. Now when you use the big stopper, it can be quite awkward because once it's on the camera, you can't see through the viewfinder because it's too dark. The autofocus on the camera also won't work, and neither will the auto exposure. So you have to frame up the picture, sort out your composition first. You have to focus, then switch to manual focus, and you also have to set manual exposure. So what I'm going to do now is fine tune my composition. I'm then going to work out my exposure, and I'm going to focus and then set to manual focus. And I'm also going to use a cable release or remote release, so I don't get any camera shake when I press the shutter button. So instead of pressing the shutter button, I can just press this. I'm also going to use mirror lockup, which will stop any internal vibration as the mirror flips up. So we've got manual exposure, manual focus, sort out the composition before the filter goes on, use mirror lockup and a remote release or cable release, and that should give us a really nice sharp shot. So the rocks will be sharp, and then we'll have all the lovely blur movement around the rocks, so it should be a great picture. And as I say, it'll work brilliantly tonight. I love this sort of photography. There's always something you can do on the coast, even if the light's a bit flat. So composition first. So I'm going to fine tune my composition without the filter on, because once I put the filter on, I'm not going to be able to see through the viewfinder. And I'm using a 70 to 200mm zoom lens, because I want to zoom in on the detail. I don't want too wide angle a shot. I want to zoom in on the rocks and the movement around the rocks. And 70 to 200mm zoom enables me to do that. I can zoom in on where the action is. It also means I don't have to get too close, so I don't get wet feet. So, composition first. Then I'm going to focus, which I've just done, and then switch to manual focus on the camera. So that means when I put the big stop and filter on, it won't try and refocus through the filter, because it can't focus through that really, really dark filter. So the composition is done, the focusing is done, so it's just a case now of getting the filter, putting it on the front of the lens, and hitting the shutter button. UV filter, don't need that on at the moment, and I'm going to get the adapter ring, so then you can screw the adapter ring on, and then this fits on the front. So, adapter ring on the front of the lens, big stopper on, until I've got a nice bit of movement and I've got mirror lock up. So I press the remote release once to lock the mirror up, then I press the remote release again to make the exposure. And this exposure is going to be going 30 seconds now, so all that movement backwards and forwards is going to be recorded as quite a nice blur. And that's going to be around the solid rock. So we get a nice dark rock, which is really pin sharp, and then we get blurred movement around that rock. This looks really, really good. I love it. I love moving water, and I love that milky effect you get when you use a slow shutter speed. So I'm just talking because 30 seconds is quite a long time when you're waiting for this exposure. So all that movement backwards and forwards is slowly being recorded now. Fabulous. And that's 30 seconds gone. So that's great. First exposure in the bag.